इन दिस वर्ल्ड नथिंग इज सर्टेन एक्सेप्ट डेथ एंड टैक्सेस, ऐसा कहना है बेंजामिन फ्रैंकलिन का। जैसा कि हम जानते हैं, हर एक व्यक्ति अपने डे टू डे लाइफ में कई तरह के टैक्स पे करते हैं। जैसा कि ये कहा जाता है, अ फाइन इज अ टैक्स फॉर डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग, अ टैक्स इज अ फाइन फॉर डूइंग समथिंग राइट। वेरी क्लोजली रिलेटेड टू दिस कोड इज वन ऑफ द अमेंडमेंट्स इन आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। इट इज कॉल्ड द 6th अमेंडमेंट ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। तो चलिए आज हम जानते हैं कि 6th अमेंडमेंट ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 1956 के बारे में। The 6th Amendment Act was passed in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in May 1956. It was introduced to seek amend Article 269 and 286 as well as the 7th schedule of the Constitution to drop certain irregularities in taxes on interstate sale and purchases. Tax on the sales or purchases of goods other than newspapers are given under Article 286. The 6th Amendment Act added a new provisions related to taxation. Prior to this amendment, states in India that had power to impose taxes on the sales and purchase of goods within their borders but not transaction that occurred between different states. चलिए जानते हैं कि amendment से पहले क्या-क्या दिक्कत आई थी। The state government cannot impose tax on interstate sale or purchase of goods as well as import or export of goods. The state could impose a tax on interstate sales only if it is allowed by parliament by enacting any law. In order to avoid increasing in manufacturing cost, this rule should not apply on sale and purchase of raw materials. 6th Amendment Act ने भारत के सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को इंटरस्टेट सेल्स एंड परचेजेस पर टैक्स लगाने की अथॉरिटी दी। इसका मतलब ये है कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को इन सभी सेल्स एंड परचेज पर नियम एंड कानून बनाने की और इसके साथ साथ रेवेन्यू कलेक्ट करने का पूरा अधिकार दिया गया है। आइए देखते हैं कि अमेंडमेंट के बाद क्या क्या चेंजेस लाई गए। द अमेंडमेंट इज मेड ऑन प्रोविजन और 7th schedule, Article 286 and Article 269. The 7th schedule govern the distribution of power between center and state. This amendment changed how state taxed interstate sales. Entry of a point 92A was added dealing with the tax on sale and purchase of goods other than newspapers, where such sale of purchase take place in course of interstate trade or commerce. The entry of 54th point in the state list states that the tax on the sales and purchase of goods other than newspapers is subjected to the provision of entry of 92A in the list 1. Amendment in Article 269 subclause 1G was added dealing with the interstate sale of goods other than newspaper. Clause 3 was amount to interstate sales shall be decided by Parliament. Amendment in Article 286, Parliament can enact any law to determine when a sale take place, and any state imposing a tax on essential goods must be restricted by Parliament. Consolidated Fund of India, such tax should be imposed and collected in line with a law passed by Parliament, but they would not be a part of India's Consolidated Fund. Instead, they would go to the states and themselves in line with any distribution guidelines that may be established by the law. Finally, Clause 3 allows Parliament to declare things that are necessary for the societal existence. By Clause 3 of the article, the Parliament enacted an act in 1952, designating many items as vital to the survival of the society, including a variety of foodstuff, iron, clothing, cattle feed, steel, raw and cotton and etc. Overall, the 6th Amendment strengthened the power of the central government in India with respect on taxation and revenue collection and brought about a more unified approach to tax policy across the country, जिनसे ये तमाम स्टेट पर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को सुप्रीम अथॉरिटी मिली। आई होप आपको ये 6th अमेंडमेंट एक्ट समझ आई हो एंड आप हमारे चैनल इंडिया लीगल पे जाके अभी तक के आए हुए सारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट के ऊपर जो प्लेलिस्ट बनाई गई है उस पर आप जाके चेक कर सकते हैं।